Hi guys, so this is a really great 45-minute flow class. We're going to do some really fun variations of warrior two and chair pose. And you're going to set a mantra in the beginning of practice and continue your mantra throughout your class. So it's really good and I hope you guys have a good time. See you soon. Alright guys, let's get started standing at the top of your mats. Let's get this party started. Alright, so just setting up our Tadasana really quickly. So just take your big toes to touch your heels about an inch apart, and then tuck your tailbone under, pull your lower belly in, and then drape your shoulder blades down your back, shoulders coming away from your ears. And then just take your palms to face the front of the room. And just start to take really deep breaths here. Just settling in, changing gears, letting go of whatever it took to get to the studio. See if you can narrow your breath down to just your nose. Start to smooth out your breath, maybe taking some slight pauses at the top of your breath and the bottom of your breath. I sometimes like to pause about 3 seconds at the top of my inhale and the bottom of my exhale. Just close your eyes. This is a good time to set an intention or a mantra. So I've been kind of into mantras lately. So just picking 2 words, so let being the first word, and then fill in the blank for your second word. Or be for your first word, blank for your second word. So some of my favorites are be vulnerable, be open. So just take the next few breaths to feel that mantra. As you inhale, repeating the first word, and as you exhale, repeating your second word here. We're going to come back to this throughout. So moving with purpose, letting your mantra move your breath, move your movements. Couple more deep breaths here. Deep cleansing exhales, letting everything go. And then slowly just take your hands to your heart, palms to touch. And then slowly start to open your eyes, coming into this space. Cool, so let's get started with some sun salutations. On an inhale, take your arms out and up. Reach up to the sky, palms touch above your head. And then as you exhale, swan dive down to a forward fold. Head drops last. Beautiful, guys. Inhale to come up halfway, flat back. So just gazing forward, hands either on the mat or on your shins. Shoulders come away from your ears. A couple more breaths, more weight into the balls of your feet. On an exhale, just fold low. 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. 1 more time. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your plank pose, top of a push-up. Micro bend in your elbows. Straight line of energy from the crown of your head through your heels. So engage your quads to pull your muscle to bone here. Very nice. On an inhale, just shift towards the front of the room over your toes. And then exhale, take your knees to the mat. Untuck your toes and slowly lower all the way down. Elbows squeezing in tight. Use your muscle. Yes. Now keep your hands where they are. Untuck your toes. On an inhale, just lift your chest away from the earth. This is cobra pose. Use your back strength to lift. Tuck your chin in a little bit to keep your neck long. 1 more deep breath here. Exhale, come all the way down. 2 more cobras. Inhale, lift your chest up, cobra pose. Energetically pull your hands towards the back of the room. So your hands are down on your mat, but they're just energetically pulling your heart open, the front of the room. Good. Exhale, come down. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Shoulder blades squeeze together on your back. And then exhale to take your hips up and back, down dog. So you can either push into plank pose, push into a tabletop, or however you want to get there. It doesn't really matter. Just come into your down dog. If you want to pedal out your feet a little bit, just getting some circulation into the backs of your legs. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Relax face, relax jaw, relax breath. Inhale the first word of your mantra and then exhale the second word. 1 more time. Deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale to lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step or float silently to the front of your yoga mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Then inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. So reach to the sides of the room, then reach to the sky. And then exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Yes, moving with your breath. Inhale to lengthen, extend your side body. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, plank, pose, top of your push-up. So good. Now everybody lift your right leg up just an inch. Set it down. Left leg just an inch. Set it down. Inhale, shift forward over your toes. And exhale, lower down slow. Use your core strength. Use your upper body strength all the way. Very good. Keep your hands where they are. On an inhale, lift your chest up, cobra pose. Then exhale, take your chin down. Either push up into plank, push up into a tabletop. Take your hips up and back, down dog. So a strong version of that transition, is pushing up into plank and then taking your hips back. Very good. Send your heart towards the back of the room. Pull your lower belly in to lift your hips up a little bit higher. Take your heels down towards the mat. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, step or float silently in front of your yoga mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Yes. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up with a flat back. Palms touch. Exhale, swan dive. Let it go to the earth. Inhale to lengthen. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Now take your right leg back to the back of your mat. Yes. Now power up your legs. On an inhale, take your arms up to the sky. This is high lunge. Gorgeous, everybody. So power up your back leg, engage your back quad, pull your muscle to bone, and then sit low. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale here, and then exhale, just straighten out your left leg. Inhale, rebend, sit low. Exhale, straighten it up. One more time, inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Then inhale, bend, and hold it here. Relax your breath, relax your face. So good, Julie. For 3. For 2, set a little bit lower. For 1. Good, take your hands to frame your left foot. Put all of your weight into your left foot. Standing splits on your left leg. Take your right leg up and back behind you. Walking your hands about a foot in front of your left foot. So back leg is straight, right leg straight. Internal rotation of your right thigh towards the sky. Relax your head down towards your calf. Your shin. For 2. 1. Take your right foot to meet your left. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way up to the sky. Reach for your intention. Exhale your hands down to your heart. Yes. There we go. A couple deep breaths here. Remembering your mantra. So fill in the blank with your exhale. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale to fold it down low. Inhale, extend your spine, gaze forward. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your plank pose, top of a push-up. All right, lift your right foot up just an inch. Set it down. Left foot up just an inch, you can do it. Set it down. Inhale, shift forward. Then exhale, lower down slow. Use muscle all the way down. So good, you guys. Then on an inhale, lift your chest up, cobra pose. Exhale to your down dog. Either, again, pushing up into plank, going into tabletop, whatever feels good to you. Very nice. Everybody pick up your right hand. Grab the outside of your left knee. Yes, it's happening. Twist under your body. See if you can look up under your armpit for 3. For 2. For 1. Slowly switch sides. Take your left hand up. Grab the outside of your right knee and twist. Look under your right armpit for 3. For 2. Right armpit. Yes. 1. Come into your downward facing dog pose. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step or float, front of your yoga mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, stand up, reach up all the way up to the sky. Really strong arms. Exhale to fold it down low. Beautiful, everybody. Inhale, lengthen. Shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, take your hands down and take your left leg back to the back of your mat. There you go. Make sure your right ankle is right below your right knee. Then power up your legs. Squeeze your inner thighs together. On an inhale, arms up to the sky. Make sure your feet are hip-width distance apart. So make some space from right to left in between your feet. It feels a little bit better when you do that. Very good. Now inhale here. Exhale, straighten out your right leg. Inhale, sit down low. Tuck your tailbone under. Exhale, straighten it out. Inhale, bend low. Just one more time. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, take it down and hold it here. Relaxed breath, relaxed face. Keeping the calm in the storm. Pinkies coming towards each other. Shoulders relaxed down. Tuck your tailbone. Pull your lower belly in for 3. No weird faces. Relaxed face for 2. 1. Take your hands to frame your right foot. Put all of your weight into your right foot. Come into standing splits on your right leg. Tuck your chin into your chest a little bit. Keep your hips square. So take your left hip down a little bit. Yes, kick through your heel for 3. Can you lift up a little bit higher using your glute strength for 2. 1. Take your left foot down to meet your right. Forward fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, let it go down to the ground. Inhale, reach up tall. Reach for the sky. Then exhale to bring it all the way down. Swan dive. Inhale to come up halfway, gaze forward. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Then exhale, lower down all the way to your bellies. So good. Interlace your fingers at your lower back. Press your palms together. On an inhale, lift your chest away from the earth. Keep your neck long. Tuck your chin in a little bit. Use your back strength to lift up a little bit higher. Now lift your legs up and breathe. What is your mantra? As you inhale, recite the first word. As you exhale, recite the second word for 3. For 2. A little bit higher for 1. Come all the way down. Take your right ear down to the mat. Couple deep breaths here. You guys look so good. Love it. All right, let's all meet in our down dog. That's enough rest, isn't it? If you don't think it is, just take a child's pose. Right? That's always an option. All right, inhale in your down dog, and then exhale, come into plank pose. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, down dog. Just one more time. Inhale in your down dog. Exhale into plank. Inhale in your plank, and exhale, down dog. So good. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step or float, front of your yoga mat. Inhale to come up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, 2 folds. Inhale, reach up all the way to the sky. Exhale your hands to your heart. So here we go. We're going to come into a version of chair pose. So take your right ankle right above your left knee. Yes, and sit low. So you should feel this nice little stretch in your hip, but it shouldn't be easy, okay? So you're, challenging your balance, but also the strength in your left leg. Sitting low, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Put your weight back a little bit more into your left heel. And breathe. Steadiness in your breath. Remembering your mantra. For 3, it's okay if you fall over, it's just yoga. Right, Julie? Yes. As she's flying through the air. Couple more deep breaths here. For 3. For 2. For 1. Come all the way back out. Take your right leg to a 90-degree angle. Yes, and now point your toes towards the front of the room, strengthening your psoas, and breathe here. It's okay if you don't come up that high. Point your toes. Yes. 3 more deep breaths. Can you lift up a little bit higher? Is your breath relaxed? Is your jaw relaxed? Very good. And then slowly come into warrior 3. Take your right leg back behind you, making a capital T shape with your body. Yes. Cobra back here. Shoulders away from your ears. Keep your hips level. It's okay if you need to come out of it. It's no big deal. For 3. Keep your hips square, and then if you want to add a challenge, reach towards the front of the room and kick behind you. Point your toes. For 3. For 2. Yes. 1. Take your hands to the mat. Standing splits. There you go. Keep it lifted. Relax your jaw. So good. For 3. for 2, for 1. Take your right leg to the back of your mat. Oh my gosh, it's getting tricky. All right. Take your left arm up to the sky for a little twist. Yes, here we go. Squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back. Radiate your intention out of your fingertips for 3, for 2, for 1. Take your left hand down. Again, squeeze your inner thighs together. Power up your legs on an inhale. Arms up to the sky. High lunge. Gorgeous. So here we are again. We had a little practice before. Power up your back leg. Tuck your tailbone. Sway is in your upper back, not in your lower back. For 3. Sit a little bit lower for 2, 1. Open up warrior 2, left side. Yes, shoulders coming away from your ears. Now it gets fun, okay? Make little goalposts with your arms. I'll come over here. Then swing your right arm under your left arm, coming into eagle arms. Yes. Inhale, get a little back bend. Send your elbows up to the sky. And then exhale to round your spine in. Inhale all the way up, get a little back bend. And exhale to round it in. Pull your belly button towards your spine. One more time. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to round in. Very good. Inhale all the way back up and just release your arms, warrior 2. There it goes. All right, inhale, start to shift towards the front of the room. Exhale, flip your left palm to the sky. Reverse your warrior. Yes. Inhale here. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your left foot. All 10 toes pointed towards the front of the room. Then take your right knee down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Shift your hips back, straightening out your left leg, half splits. Doesn't that feel good? Sweet release. All right, flex your left toes towards your face. Am I getting a little too in your space? Take 4 more deep breaths here. With every inhale, try to lengthen your spine, and then exhale, just tilt forward, folding over your left leg. Couple more breaths here. Very good. Slowly start to rebend into your left leg. Tuck your right toes. Take your right foot to meet your left. Forward fold, top of your mat. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale to reach up to the sky, reverse swan dive. All the way up, really strong arms, palms touch. Exhale your hands to your heart. Yogi autopilots. Couple deep breaths here. Coming back to your mantra. Be fill in the blank or let fill in the blank. Couple deep breaths. Good, let's start to move. Inhale, your arms reach up tall. Exhale to fold it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your plank pose, top of a push-up. So here we go, here's a little challenge. Take your heels to the right, take your left arm up to the sky. If you want to stack your feet on top of each other, you can. This is side plank. If you need to take your right knee down to the mat, please take your right knee down. Lift your hips up high, reach your left arm up to the sky, reach for your intention for 3, for 2, for 1. Take your left hand down. Take your heels to the left. Reach your right arm up to the sky and keep your hips lifted. Let go of your ego. If you need to take your left knee down, please take your left knee down. For 3, reach up tall. Lift your hips up. See if you can look up. For 2, 1. Take your right hand down to the mat. On an inhale, shift forward over your toes. Then exhale, lower down slow. Knees up or down. Yes. Keeping integrity in the pose. If you need to take your knees down, please take your knees down. Take your arms out, airplane wings, palms face down. Yes, here we go. You know it's coming, huh? Inhale, lift your chest up. Lift your arms up and breathe. Keep your neck long. And now lift your legs up. Internally spiraling your inner thighs towards the sky. Making space for your sacrum to come away from your lower back. All right, if you want to go further, point your toes up to the sky and grab the outsides of your feet coming into bow pose. Kick into your hands to lift your chest up. Keep your neck long. Squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back and don't let your knees play out. For 3. You got it. A little bit higher for 2. Remembering your intention, your mantra for 3. And come all the way down. Take your left ear to the mat. Oh man, how are we doing, back row? You want to kill me yet? No. Good. All right, let's all meet in down dog pose whenever you guys are ready. So remember, child's pose is always an option. Please take it if you need it. Are your fingers spread out really wide? Index fingers pointed towards the front of the room. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float, front of your yoga mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. I got to fit so much in 45 minutes. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Palms touch above your head. Look up. Exhale your hands to your heart. Yes, now left ankle right above your right knee. Sit your hips down low. Keep your chest lifted. Your belly's pulled in. Yes, and you're sitting really low. Put all of your weight into your right heel. So feel a nice little stretch. You feel that, Rebecca, in your hip? Yes? Good. Breathe here. Relax your face. Can you sit a little bit lower for 3? Breathing deep for 2. Your jaw's relaxed. For 1. Slowly come up. A 90-degree angle with your left leg. Yes. Now point your toes towards the front of the room. Lift high. So you're working all that stuff you were stretching before. Beautiful. So remembering mountain pose here. Shoulders coming away from your ears and breathing deep. For 3. Can you lift up a little bit higher? For 2. 1. Take your left leg back behind you, coming into warrior 3. So this capital T shape with your body. Yes. And then if you want an added challenge, reach towards the front of the room and kick behind you. For 3. Breathing deep. For 2. 1. Take your hands onto the mat. Standing splits. Here we go. Everybody looks so good. Use your glute to lift up a little bit higher. For 3. Tuck your chin into your chest. For 2. 1. Take your left leg back to the back of your mat. Oh my gosh, it's happening. All right, take your right arm up to the sky for that little twist. Yes, right arm up. There you go. Keep your hips square to the ground. Keep your back leg still engaged, muscle to bone. So beautiful, you guys. For 3. See if you can lift up a little bit higher. For 2. 1. Take your right hand down to the mat. Power up your legs. Squeeze your inner thighs. Your shoulders coming away from your ears. On an inhale, arms up to the sky. High lunge. Yes, sitting low. Try to make a 90-degree angle in your right leg, but then don't let your back leg go to sleep. Pull muscle to bone. Tuck your tailbone. No sway in your lower back. Sway is in your upper back. Shine your heart towards the sky. For 3. For 2. For 1. Open up warrior 2, right side. Yes, relaxing your shoulders down, keeping your core super tight and engaged. So here we go again. Take your arms out, gold pose. And then swing your left arm under your right arm, coming into eagle arms. If this isn't happening for you, just grab opposite shoulders, okay? Now inhale, take your elbows up to the sky. Get a little back bend. And then exhale to round your spine in. Tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, a little back bend. Come all the way back up. Exhale, round your spine. Yes. One more time. Inhale all the way up, little back bend. Then exhale to round. Pull your elbows towards your belly button. Good. Inhale, come all the way back up. And then open up warrior 2. Oh, man. All right, sit low. Take your right knee towards your right pinky toe. Open up your hips here. Now on an inhale, shift towards the front of the room. Exhale, flip your right palm to the sky. Take your right arm up and back behind you. Reverse your warrior. Keep sitting low in your right leg. For 3. For 2. For 1. Carve your hands down to frame your right foot. All 10 toes pointed towards the front of the room. Then take your left knee down. Untuck your toes. Shift your hips back. Straighten out your right leg. Half splits. There you go. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And then exhale to fold low. Deep breaths here. If you need to use your blocks, please use them. Take 4 more deep breaths here. Getting a nice stretch, nice release in your right leg. Very good. Slowly start to re-bend into your right foot. Tuck your left toes. Take your left foot to meet your right. Forward fold, top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Palms touch above your head. Exhale, swan dive down. Immediately fold it down low. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale to plant your hands. Step back to your plank pose. Top of a push-up. Inhale, shift towards the front of the room. And then exhale to lower down slow. Use your strength, as much strength as you have. Yes, now interlace your fingers right behind your head. Yes, it's happening. All right. On an inhale, start to lift your chest up, pressing your head into your hands into your head, and then lift your legs up and breathe. For 5, using endurance. For 4, breathing deep. For 3, for 2, a little bit higher. For 1, and come all the way down. Take your arms by your sides, and then just set your hips back to your heels. Child's pose. So you need to grab some water and towel off. We're almost done, you guys. You're all doing so awesome. You're like, thank God this is almost over. So for the next series, we're just going to do 1 breath, 1 movement. So we're going to move pretty fast. You like that? Okay. All right, let's all meet in our down dog pose. Inhale your right leg up and back behind you, tripod down dog. Inhale, see if you can lift up a little bit higher. Then exhale, bring your knee to your nose, round your back, shoulders over wrists. Inhale to kick back, lift up, just 2 times. Exhale, knee to nose, hold it there for an inhale, hold it there for an exhale. Inhale, kick back, lift up. Then exhale, plant your right foot in between your hands. Make sure it makes it in between your hands. Then take your right arm up to the sky for that same twist. Yes, there you go. For 3, reach up tall. For 2, for 1. Take your right hand down to the mat. Power up your legs on an inhale, arms up to the sky, high lunge. Very good. Inhale here. Exhale, open up warrior 2. Yes. Inhale, shift towards the front of the room. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Yes. Inhale here. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your right foot. Take your left knee down, untuck your toes, shift your hips back, straighten out your right leg, half splits. Just a couple breaths here. Good. Start to re-bend into your right leg. Tuck your left toes. Take your left foot to meet your right. Forward fold, top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Now bend your knees deeply. Weight into your heels. We're almost done, you guys. On an inhale, arms up to the sky. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Pull your lower belly in. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Now grab opposite elbows. Pull your arms by your ears and then reach up and look up for 5. For 4, breathing deep. Remember your mantra. For 3. For 2, you got it. 1, inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your plank pose, top of a push-up. Inhale, shift over your toes, and exhale to lower down slow. Yes! Julie, you are strong, girl. Inhale, lift your chest up, cobra pose. And then exhale to downward facing dog pose. So here we go. We're going to do that twist again. Lift your right hand up. Grab the outside of your left knee. We're almost done. Yes, for 3. Right hand lifts. right hand is your other right. For 3, for 2, for 1, and switch sides. Lift your left hand up, grab the outside of your right knee. Yes, twist under your body for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Inhale your left leg up and back behind you. Tripod down dog, kick through your heel, pull muscle to bone. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Inhale to kick back, lift up. Exhale, knee to nose, hold it there for an inhale. Hold it there for an exhale. Inhale, kick back, lift up. Then exhale, plant your left foot in between your hands. Yes, take your left arm up to the sky, twist. There we go. Reach for your intention. Your arm goes straight up out of its socket for 3, for 2, for 1. Take your left hand down to the mat. Inner thighs squeeze together. On an inhale, arms up to the sky. Here we are, high lunge. Yes. So good, Ian. Shoulders away from your ears. Pull your lower belly towards your heart. Inhale here. Exhale, open up warrior 2. Yes. Inhale, shift towards the front of the room. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Open up your heart towards the sky for 3. Sit low into your left leg for 2, 1. Cartwheel your hands down to frame your left foot. Take your right knee down to the mat. Shift your hips back, straightening out your left leg, half splits. Very good. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Come up halfway. Exhale to fold. Deep breaths. See if you can take your left hip back a smidge. Taking 4 more breaths here. Make sure your left toes are really active. Very good. Slowly start to rebend into your right knee. Tuck your right toes. Take your right foot to meet your left. Forward fold, top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, stand up all the way up to the sky. Reach out and up. Palms touch. Exhale, swan dive down. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Extend your spine. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to your plank pose. We're here for 5 breaths. This is the last challenge of the day. Breathing for 1. You can always take your knees down. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Take your knees down to the mat. Oh man, you're in a tabletop position. On an inhale, drop your belly down, lift your chest, lift your gaze for cow pose. And then exhale to round your spine, tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, drop your belly, squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back. Exhale to round your spine in. Yes, and then come to a neutral spine. Come to stand on your knees. We're going to come into camel pose. So take the heels of your hands right to your sacrum. And then take one shoulder and the other back behind you. Okay, you're going to feel like there's a string pulling you from your heart from the sky. So you're going up to go back, okay? So this is perfect. You can stay right here. You're opening up. You're getting a little back bend. It's great, okay? If you want to go further, you can tuck your toes behind you and then maybe reach down to grab opposite heels. And you can keep looking forward if that feels better, or you can let your head drop back. Or you can take the tops of your feet all the way down to the mat and then reach back. Okay, so whatever feels good to you. Now start to breathe into your upper chest here. Open up your heart. So this is super vulnerable. You're opening up your organs for 3, for 2, for 1. Slowly come all the way up. Come to sit on your heels. Take your palms face up in your lap. So camel pose is really confronting for a lot of folks. You might get a little dizzy or something like that. So when we're stressed, we want to round in. So, we start to get that little hunch over. And camel forces you to be super open, but it increases your dopamine levels. It's really good for you and good for your brain, okay? We're going to do it one more time. Like, oh no, please. We're going to do it. Come onto your knees. It's good for you, I swear. All right, here we go. Take your heels of your hands to your lower back. Open up your heart. Okay, you can stay right here. So don't let your ego take over. If this works great, then stay here. If you want to tuck your toes, reach behind you. Start to breathe into your upper chest here. Keep your core super active. For 5. Breathing deep for 4. Sending your hip tips towards the front of the room for 3. For 2. For 1. Slowly come all the way up. Come to sit on your heels once again. And just close your eyes. Just take a couple deep breaths here. Come back to your mantra. All right, and just take your legs out in front of you. Oops, is my music not working? All right. So take the bottom of your right foot towards your right sitting bone. Yes, we're going to do a nice little twist. Take your right hand. I can't mirror for some reason. Like Rachel said yesterday, it's like my brain just doesn't work that way. Right hand to right behind you at your sacrum. And then just hug your right knee in. And then on an inhale, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, just start to twist. So just start to feel this in your spine. With every inhale, lengthen the crown of your head towards the sky. And as you exhale, twist deep. So if this isn't enough twist for you, you can always take your left elbow to the outside of your right knee and twist that way. A couple more deep breaths here. Good. Slowly come back to center. And now take your right knee right on top of your left knee. Or as close as it can get. Okay? Yeah. On an inhale, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, just start to fold forward. So this is kind of like a hamstring and a hip stretch all in one. So to feel it more in your hips, just take your right hip back a little bit. And then just see if you can find Shavasana in this pose. So just starting to let everything go. Relaxing your breath. So you start to come back up. Oh, man, take both legs out in front of you and then bend your left knee, plant your left foot right in front of your left sitting bone. Okay, take your left hand right behind you at your sacrum. So again, if you want to just grab your left thigh and reach towards the back of the room, that's totally fine. Or if you want more, take your right elbow to the outside of your left knee and twist that way. On an inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, start to twist even deeper. So don't let your right leg go to sleep. So keep your right leg active. There you go. You know, I'm looking at you. For 3, bringing out your organs, opening up your spine. For 2, 1, and slowly come back to center. Here we go. Take your left knee right on top of your right knee. So this is half of cow face pose. Yeah. So feel it, like, do y'all feel that in your hips, like that stretch a little bit? Okay. Inhale to lengthen your spine. And then exhale, start to fold low. So taking your left hip back a little bit might help you to feel a stretch in your hips. Good, and slowly start to come back up. Extend both legs out in front of you. Inhale to reach up to the sky. And then exhale to fold low. slowly come all the way back up, and then just come to lie on your backs, one vertebrae at a time, all the way down. Beautiful, everybody. So we're just going to do one final little last twist. So squeeze your right knee into your chest. Interlace your fingers right above your calf. Good. Release your right arm straight out to your right side. And then take your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Just drag it over towards the left side of the room. It's okay if you roll onto your left side body. And then send your gaze to the right. So just let it feel good, opening up your lower back, opening up your spine. Couple more deep breaths here. So you can let gravity pull you deeper into this twist. Good, and slowly come back to center. Squeeze your right knee back into your chest. Just give it a nice little squeeze. And then release it to the end of your mat. Let's do the other side. Take your left knee into your chest. Yes. Then release your left arm out to the side. Take your right hand to the outside of your left knee and drag it towards the right side of the room. And you can roll over onto your right side body. Send your gaze over to the left. And breathe deep. Very good, and slowly start to come back to center, and then take both knees into your chest. Give yourself a really big squeeze, and then scrunch up your face. Scrunch everything up, tighten everything up for 3. Yes, for 2. For 1, and then release to the ends of your mat. So everything was just a warm-up for this pose, our final Shavasana. So first, just make some space in between your arms and your body. Make sure you're not touching anything to fire any sensory neurons, okay? Come back to your mantra. As you inhale, repeating your first word, and as you exhale, repeating your second word. I have some meditation oil for you guys. If you're not interested, just turn one of your palms down onto the floor, onto your mat. Please stay here as long as you can to let all the benefits of your practice